Hello everybody and welcome back to Farmer's Life here on the PS5. I've decided to restart the series on this because I got a bit carried away and managed to get way ahead of myself, and I managed to complete so much before I was able to start recording the third episode, and by the time I'd been recording, it wasn't making much sense as to where I was and what I was doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the very beginning again, but this time we're going to do this tutorial. So we'll start a new game, and I have turned off, I think I turned off the voice. So if you can read fast enough, then you can just read what's on the screen. Okay, so basically the story is that his parents died, and him and his brother were orphaned. His brother's gone missing, and they tried to set up a search to look for him, which seemed to be pretty much futile. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go through the first few days of Casimir's life, and we'll take it from there. So the very beginning, we just kind of look around and move about. This will give us the idea behind the game, the sort of mechanics behind the game. Okay, so pretty simple button layout. Right, so what are we doing here? Okay, so triangle for landlord's vision. This will highlight anything that is of importance for us, which is really good. Let's follow Fluffy. So we've got some sticks to pick up, so there's 9 sticks here to pick up. The only problem I have with the game is the hitbox is not the best. You've got to literally be pretty much on top of certain items, and if you're moving too fast, you will completely miss it. Okay, so that's the field cleared. Let's go and get something to eat. Take me over to the table, Fluffy, for some apples. Take that one, I'll take that one, and I'll eat that one. Right, let's get the field ploughed. We'll go and get our horse out. Now, I had problems with this in the tutorial before, when I couldn't get the horse to go back in. So, hopefully this works. Let's get the horse over here. We'll get the old plough on her. So what I hope to try and do with restarting the series is to try and do it piece by piece rather than try and do a few things, because once you start doing a few things, you tend to get carried away and you end up going quite far ahead, and then you really kind of have to try and explain what you're doing, how far you've got, and it's, yeah, people might start getting a bit confused. So what I'll try and do this time is I'll try and keep it minimal and hope that we can get a better follow on the story. And hopefully it makes a lot more sense. So as I say, we're going to go through the first few days, and once we've done the first few days, we'll pretty much be on our own. And then we can hopefully start taking jobs for people, sorting out the farm, and turning this dilapidated area into a fully functional farm by the end of the series. There we go. So we'll just finish that, and then we'll put the horse back in the stable. Now, as we progress through the first few days, there probably will be dialogue, so if you just follow along. There we go. Hey, it worked. Shut that gate before something else happens. Right, so enter your home and find the bed. Take a nap for a few hours. Right, so this is kind of day 2. Pick up the grass. Fluffy's such a good pig, he's helping me quite the thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn about composting, and then we'll learn a bit about the manure. So in order to get the compost out to be able to sell or use, we'll need to get a bucket. But we're not going to be doing any of that just now. We're just going to be sticking to the tutorial. There we go. Chuck that in there, and that's manure. Now we're going to go and equip the rifle. Let's go and have some fun. And I do not like the aiming system with with this gun. It is absolutely terrible. I like how the blood splatter is pink, even though I do not know why the game does that. Pink splatter. Right. The next day. I have no idea. I actually have no idea myself about what happened and why I was there, but I'm assuming it's I was doing a bit of drinking in the graveyard. So we're going to go down here into the marketplace, and we're going to sell some of our tools to this gentleman here, Johnny Boy. Okay, Fluffy. Oh, buy alcohol. over to the lovely Sophia here, and we will buy a bottle. I don't want 3, I just wanted 1. Why won't you let me buy just 1? Okay, never mind. And then let's head home. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't want to go too far ahead before each episode, so I'll try and do sort of piece by piece, maybe do a couple of tasks in each episode, maybe do a couple of bits on the farm, you know. When it comes to doing some of the planting, that will probably start further down the line, but it will be nice eventually when we can get some extra land and stuff. We can start putting outbuildings on it and stuff for our equipment in the future. And also we need to find ourselves a wife. I do not understand why we need to find a wife, but here we are. For any of you that have already watched the first 2 episodes I did, you'll understand the whole concept of the notes that get left on the doorstep in the mornings once you complete certain tasks. Right, here we are back home. Drink water from your well. And then get something to eat from the larder, which will be a loaf of bread. There we go. Right, let's nap. So I've had my alcohol, I've had a couple of drinks, and here we go. The barn's caught fire. I need to save. Okay, save the animals. The cow is away. The chickens are on fire. I need to find the bucket, which is sitting right here by the barn door. Start putting this fire out. It is, the idea behind the game is really good. I really like the idea behind the game. Kind of the post-war, early farm, which is really nice, where you get to use the horse and the plow, you know, before you get your tractor. Right, so we're going to get this ladder set up now. Get some water, get on that roof. Once we're finished this, next thing we'll do tomorrow morning, or the next day, will be to fix the barn. The good thing is it's been raining, so that's been holding the fire off from burning down the whole barn. Quite ironic, really, considering the day before he did say, I wish the barn would go to hell. And it was literally going to hell, but he saved it. So yeah. Right, let's repair the damaged building. So we're going to take all these asbestos boards. We're going to take a stack of these planks. We're going to go and fix these walls that are highlighted in red. Now, you always need a hammer for this. It's not a case of... Kind of reminds me of Farmer's Dynasty. Repairing the barn. The only difference is it's more of a... Oh, I need more planks. It's more of a kind of modern farm that you're on in Farmer's Dynasty. So you've got scaffolding and stuff, which you don't have that here. You've just got a rickety wooden ladder. Right, let's go and think... Oh no, we've got a couple more to do we? Yeah. This wall to finish, I think. Okay, just the roof to do now. Let's get the ladder, which is over here. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. Another thing that lets the game down a little bit is the lighting. It's nice at night when it's like dark, but it can be very difficult to do things, and the kind of lighting seems to be a bit backward. What I mean by that is it can be dark all day, and it starts to get bright at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night for like an hour or two, which seems a bit weird. But nevertheless, right, enough for the labour. I think we're going to go and lie down. There we go. So that's pretty much the first few days of his life so far on the farm on his own. So he is a bit of a raging alcoholic, but you don't actually need to drink alcohol in the game. Your whole purpose is to defeat the alcoholism anyway. That's your first priority. Right, so here we go. There's the bottle on the steps. This is the first one. You are absolutely shameless. Now you're even drinking in the graveyard. How can you leave bottles and trash on your parents' grave? This pig by your side has more culture. So, yeah. Now we got to go and clean up our parents' grave. So, where are you, Fluffy? Will you be able to take me to the gravesite? I wonder if that gate will actually open. It won't open. Let's open the gates. Yeah, we don't have any mode of transport anymore. We obviously sold our bike that we had, but we can either buy or find a new one. It's actually quite funny, actually, just riding a pig down to the marketplace. So we don't know who the stranger is that's leaving all the notes. Right, see how it's got dark there? What time is it now? 6:29 in the morning. It's 6:29 in the morning and it's absolutely pitch black. Come on, Fluffy, run. Right, here's the church up here. somewhere. Am I in? No, not in yet. There we go. Should be a gate straight there. There we go. Right, this is the parents' graveyard. Gravestone. We'll clean that up. Okay, so next is try and find out where I am. Try and find out how to get out of here. Oh, there we go. Flash of lightning just helped. Right, let's go back to the house. So what we can do from here is we can fast travel. We can fast travel from here back to the farm. And that's exactly what we'll do. Right, he would like a sip of fire water, so I probably will have a look in my inventory, which I don't have any. If you can drink some of that. Right, what have I got to do now? So there's not much I need to do at the moment. There's not much I can do because this rain is constant some of the time. It is absolutely constant. So what we can do is we can go and grab a lantern. Take my empty bottle. There we go. Yeah, got a wee bit more light. Got a lot of trash here, but we don't need to pick that up just yet. That will come as part of a quest. We do have a gun here as well, so that's quite cool. I really am not sure what this excuse me, I don't know what this whole carry-on is with the lighting. It is a bit annoying at times, but if you can learn to get past that, then you should be fine. Chickens. No eggs. Oh. So that's pretty much the first kind of day when you're on your own. Drop that back there. That's kind of the first day of you being on your own. Well, the first few days of sort of tutorial side of things, and then the first day of being on your own. And you can guarantee that you're going to be in the rain. It would be quite nice if there was a way you could tell what the weather was going to actually be like in advance, but here we are. So as you can tell now, we are at 1:54 in the afternoon. It is still pitch black, which is a bit ridiculous because I can't see anything I need to do. So what we can do now is we'll head to the marketplace. We'll pick up a job. What we'll do is we'll start off with this lovely lady right there. So what we could do is we can trade with them. She doesn't have a huge amount, so ask her if we can help her out. Okay, cooking is easy. Right. So what we could do from here is go into the journal and we can find out what we need to do. Broth, delicious. So we need to make a broth. Take it back to the farm. There is a lot of back and forth in this game, so, but the good thing is we've got fast travel, so we don't need to walk it all the time. Right, let's see. Where's my bucket? Have I still got a bucket or not? Right, okay. Let's just have a look at the cooker here and see what we need for the broth. So we've got everything we need. We just need to have the stove burning. So we've already got some water and broth. There we go. So that's going to take 2 hours and 50 minutes. So what we can do from here is we can fast forward 2 hours, and it should be light by now. Hopefully daylight will be welcomed soon in about half an hour's time. 42 minutes left on that now. So when you do the tutorial side of things, if you start with the tutorial, you will not be able to, you won't be able to do the things that you can do in the sort of, when you skip the tutorial, so you pick the other option of doing it without the tutorial. If you do it without the tutorial, you can adjust your movement speed, your time speed, and your backpack capacity. So with this one you can't do that. So our capacity is 554 kilos. That's all we can carry. If you did without the tutorial and chose the other option, you would be able to carry a substantial amount of weight before you become cumbered with the weight. 24 minutes to go. Where are you, daylight? Come on. Yeah, we don't have any lights in here. We need to fit them ourselves. And here comes the daylight. There we go, look. Not bad for about 5:30, 20 to 6 in the evening. So the evening time we get some daylight. "13 minutes. Okay, it doesn't take a huge amount of time to do certain things, but I mean, you can leave it to do itself, but certain foods will have a certain time limit before they burn, and then they're useless. And yeah, it would be nice if it wasn't raining in here. Right, we'll complete this quest, and I think we'll, once we've completed the quest, we'll leave the episode there. And then go into kind of next day and then see what we're doing then. Or we could deliver this broth and then go and see about another job. But right, let's take that off. We've got 1 hour before it burns. There we go. Let's fast travel. There we are. So we just go back down to this lovely lady here and tell her if there's a reward. Yay. So I don't think I actually got any money for that. No, I didn't. I got some vegetables. So yeah, that's it for the tutorial side of things and the kind of first day of being on your own and after understanding the mechanics behind the game. So I'm going to leave it here for today, guys. If you have enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, and also please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you're informed of all my uploads. So with that, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in the next one. But until then, bye for now.